They don't fear me. They fear my truth.
The shadow I cast. My name is Johann Schmidt, and I have been alone for a very, very long time. You see me, and you see a monster, a red skull, a demon from your history books, a story told to children to make them behave. The villain, the shadow. But before the shadow there was a boy, just a boy. His name was Johann. He was small. He was hungry. The world was a very large, very cold place. And it did not care about a small, hungry boy. Do you know what it is to be truly hungry? Not the ache you feel before a meal. I mean the hunger that hollows you out, that makes your bones feel like glass. A hunger that eats you from the inside. It teaches you a very simple lesson. The world is a beast, and you must either be the one who eats or the one who is eaten. There is nothing else. My mother died bringing me into this world. My father looked at me, this tiny, screaming thing, and he saw the reason his world was broken. He tried to end me, right there. He saw me as a curse. Perhaps he was right. I survived. He did not. And I was alone. I grew up in the cracks, in the alleys, among the forgotten, the discarded. I saw the great men in their cars, the women in their fine coats. They walked past me as if I was not there, as if I was a stone in the street. And in their eyes, I saw the truth. They were not better than me. They were not stronger. They were just luckier. They were born on the right side of the door. I was born on the outside, in the cold. I learned to fight. I learned to steal. I learned that a kind word was a weakness. That trust was a knife you handed to your enemy. Every piece of bread was a battle. Every warm place to sleep was a victory. And I learned to hate. Oh, what a powerful thing hate is. It is a fire. It keeps you warm when the world is frozen. It is a fuel. It drives you when your legs will not move another step. I hated the world that left me to starve. I hated the people who looked through me. But most of all, I hated the weakness inside myself. The part of me that was small and scared and hungry. I swore I would burn that part of me away. I would cut it out. And I would build something new, something strong, something that no one could ever ignore again. Then came the new dawn for Germany. A man stood up and he spoke. And the people listened. They were hungry too. Not for bread, but for purpose, for pride. They were a nation of orphans, just like me. And he offered them a father, a flag, a destiny. I did not care about the flags. Flags are just pieces of cloth. I did not care about the nation. Nations are just lines on a map. I looked at this man, this leader, and I did not see a savior. I saw a key, a door. He spoke of strength, of purity, of a new order. And I knew what he was talking about. He was talking about the hunger to be more, the hunger to matter. I found my way to him, a little man with a big voice. And he looked at me. And for the first time, someone saw. He did not see a street rat. He saw the fire, the hate. He saw the same hunger that was in his own heart. He told me about the old gods, about the legends, about a power hidden in the world, a power that could make men into gods. He spoke of destiny, and I began to believe. I joined his army, his elite, but I was not one of them. They followed his orders. I followed my own path. They believed in Germany. I believed in power. They wanted to conquer the world. I wanted to remake it, to burn away the rot, the weakness, the chaos, and from the ashes, build something pure, Something perfect. Something ordered. I found it. The Tesseract. The jewel of Odin's treasury. You see it as a weapon. A blue glowing box. I saw it as the language of creation. The fire that made the stars. It was not a thing to be used. It was a thing to be understood. And I was the only one who could understand it. The little man with the big voice, he did not understand. He saw a bomb to win his war. He was a child playing with a thunderbolt. I saw the future. A world united. A world without choice. Because what is choice but a path to failure? What is freedom but the freedom to starve, to suffer, to be weak? I have seen your world, your future. You have more choices than any people in history. And are you happy? Are you strong? No. You are lost. You are afraid. You look for someone to tell you what to do, what to believe. You worship celebrities, politicians, brands. You are desperate for a leader, for a sign. You cry for freedom, but you beg for chains. I was going to give you what you truly wanted. Certainty. A world where every man, every woman knew their place, knew their purpose. A perfect machine. No more war, no more hunger, no more doubt. Just order. Beautiful, silent, perfect order. And I would be its shepherd. To do this, I needed to become more. I needed to burn away the last of the boy named Johann. The scientist Erskine, he had a formula, a serum to create a super soldier, a perfect man. He wanted to give it to a good man. He was a fool. Goodness is a weakness. It is a hesitation. Power does not need a good man. It needs a strong man. A man with the will to do what is necessary. I took the serum. I took it for myself. The pain. It was beyond anything you can imagine. It was like being remade in fire. Every cell screaming. It burned away my skin, my face. It burned away the last of Johann Schmidt. And when the fire died down, I looked in the mirror, and I saw him. The red skull. The true face of my soul. I was not disfigured. I was revealed. I was perfect. And then he came. Captain America. Steve Rogers. The boy from Brooklyn. He was small, too. Weak. Erskine chose him. Not for his strength, but for his heart. His goodness. And the world gave him everything. The serum worked for him. It made him strong, fast, perfect. And he stood against me. He, the symbol of everything I hated. The lie that a good heart is enough. The lie that weakness can be a strength. He was my opposite. My shadow made of light. Every time I looked at him, I saw the boy I used to be. But he was loved. He was chosen. The world did not discard him. It celebrated him. And I hated him. I hated him with a purity I had never known. It was not about our countries, our armies. It was personal. He was the world's mistake, the flaw in the design. Proof that the universe was sentimental and foolish. And I had to correct it. I had to show him, and the world, that will is stronger than hope. That order is greater than freedom. That I was the future, and he was the past. We fought, on the plain, at the end of everything. He was strong. I will give him that. But his strength was simple. He fought for flags, for friends, for a dance he was going to miss. Small things, human things. I was fighting for an idea, for a perfect world, for eternity. I held the Tesseract in my hands, the power of the gods. I told him that I was a god, and for a moment, I was. I saw it all. The lines of energy that connect everything, the fabric of reality. And I was not afraid. I was home. But the power was too much for my mortal body. The box, the jewel. It did not want to be held. It wanted to be free. It opened a door, a hole in the world. And it took me. It pulled me through space and time and everything in between. I let go of the world, of my plans, of my hate, of him. He just let go. And I woke up here, on Formir, the center of celestial existence, the domain of death. My ambition had brought me here, to become the keeper of its greatest secret, the Soul Stone. A cruel joke, is it not? I, who sought to control everything, became a slave, a ghost, a guide for others on their own foolish quests for power. For years, I was alone. Decades. Centuries. The stars changed. The dust settled. And I watched. And I waited. My red face, no longer a symbol of power, but a prisoner's mark. My body, no longer a weapon, but a cage. I saw so many souls come here. Warriors, tyrants, lovers, fools. All searching for the same thing, ultimate power. And I would tell them the price. A soul for a soul. To gain that which you desire most, you must sacrifice that which you love most. And I would watch them break. I, who never loved anything, became the priest of love's ultimate sacrifice. The irony is not lost on me. I saw a father sacrifice his daughter. The great Thanos. He came here with so much purpose, so much will. He reminded me of myself. He wanted to bring balance to the universe, to save it from itself. His methods were different, but his heart, his goal, it was the same. Order. He believed he was the hero of his own story. We all do. He wept as he threw her from the cliff. Real tears. And in that moment, watching him, I understood something. I had never been willing to sacrifice anything I loved, because I had never loved anything. My hate was my fuel, but it was also my limit. It made me strong, but it kept me small. I could never have paid the price. My quest was always doomed to fail. So I am here. Or I was. Now I am somewhere else. Everywhere and nowhere. The stone is gone. My watch is over. I am free. But free to do what? To be what? Just a memory. A whisper in the cosmos. The story of the boy who wanted to burn the world to stay warm. Do I have regrets? I regret failure. I regret underestimating the simple, foolish heart of a man like Steve Rogers. I regret that I did not see the true nature of the Tesseract's power. But do I regret what I tried to do? Do I regret my vision? No. Look at your world. Look at what you have done with your freedom. You fight, you hate, you fear. You destroy your planet. You destroy each other. You are still that small, hungry boy in the alley, fighting for scraps. I wanted to give you a kingdom, a perfect, ordered world. And you chose chaos. You chose him, the good man. So tell me, as you look at your broken world, as you lie awake at night, afraid of the future, who was the real monster? Me? Or the idea of freedom that leaves you so terribly, terribly alone? My name is Johann Schmidt, and this is the shadow I cast. It is long, and it will never truly fade away, because it is a part of you, the part that craves order, the part that is hungry, the part that is, and always will be, afraid of the dark.